I heard President Trump say to the New York Times that he was unhappy with Jeff Sessions because he recused himself from the investigation of the Russian interference in the campaign, and because of the possible involvement or alleged involvement of people from the campaign. And I just wanted to make a comment that I don't think he should have said that. I certainly don't think he should have said it in the way he did, saying that it was unfair to the president for the man not to say that he was going to recuse himself before he took the office. I mean, it might be argued that he would have been, it would have been better if he had done that, perhaps. But then again, did it come up? Did anyone ever ask him? Did anyone ever think about it? You don't always think of everything. So I don't know that it's an unforgivable error. And really, I mean, that just means that obviously, of course, you might say that Trump should have known. If he knows anything about law, and he knows that the man was involved in the campaign, he might have understood that there would be a debate over the question of whether a person who actually worked with the campaign would be able to be objective about investigations involving the campaign. And I don't think he seems to think that the effect of it is somehow significant. And that's the other problem, because it really isn't about personalities and persons and relationships. It's just a procedural thing. There's somebody else working in the department who's competent, whom he had the opportunity to appoint and vet, who, you know, is going to handle those things in place of Attorney General Sessions. So he's making a mountain out of a molehill. He shouldn't do it. It's the reason I wished that we had had a better candidate, because in this case, I think he's handling that the wrong way. But I think the damage is minimal, ultimately, and there's no question still that given a choice between him and Hillary Clinton, the fact that Hillary Clinton might have been more, well, I mean, we know one thing for sure, based on Hillary Clinton's past, and that is that there wouldn't have been any investigation of anything involving her campaign. They would have found a way to kill it. But setting that aside, she wouldn't make public statements quite this embarrassing, but she might say them privately, and if people were leaking them because they were hostile to her, she might be embarrassed by it, but she'd be less likely to find hostile people in the federal government. So that's maybe a little bit rambling, but overall, I just think Trump shouldn't have said it, but it's not the end of the world.